Hey guys, welcome back to Blind Shark Exotics. Today we are going to go through the theoretical IDs of clutch number 6, which is Big Puma's second clutch. In this clutch we have 5 babies, and I think we hit pretty good odds in 4 of the snakes. So we'll start off with the most boring one first, and I believe this one is just a plain old Enchi. Now this pairing was Big Puma. It was a Pinstripe OD Leopard Inchi to a Leopard Inchi female. So there were no supers, so we weren't guaranteed any genes other than we can get normals in this clutch. But this one at least turned out to be what I believe to be an Enchi. It does have some pretty bright orange flaming on the sides, but you can get that on Enchis every once in a while. So I think this is just kind of just a nice, pretty Enchi. So that's sort of the plain Jane in the bunch here. We've got 3 pinstripes in here, and we'll do those last so we can kind of compare them together. But this guy will do next. And initially, when I first saw it, before it shed, I was thinking maybe it was a Super Leopard or a Leopard Inchi. But after comparing it to some of the other stuff I found online, and seeing the coloring of it, I think it's a Leopard Inchi OD. And it actually looks very similar to a couple snakes that Ozzy has posted on Morph Market currently. I think his was maybe Het Clown or Het Pied, and this one isn't either of those. But I believe this one's a Leopard OD Inchi with a pretty kicking head stamp. It's really cool. Really reduced. It's a really cool pattern too. So that's a cool snake. It's a 3 gener. The next we'll do is with the 3 pinstripes, if I can get them out of here, because they're burying themselves way deep down here in the reptichip. We actually hit a Big Puma Junior in this clutch, which we can call, I guess, Baby Puma or Little Puma, and we'll do that one last. But these two are pretty similar. If I can get them turned around here, they actually almost have identical head stamps, even though I think they have a 1 gene difference. So this one here in my left hand, I believe is a Leopard Inchi Pinstripe. And this one in my right hand, I believe is a Leopard Pinstripe Orange Dream. The biggest difference, I think, when you add the Enchi into Leopard Pinstripe is on this one here, it breaks it up a lot, and the stripes, the pinstripes, kind of disappear. Whereas on this one, there's still a lot of pinstripes going on. This snake, I think with the OD, kind of really brightens it up, and it kind of makes the black, what are usually black lines, it makes them a little more brown. So I think these two, I really love the way the Leopard and Pinstripe and Enchi work together, and dropping OD in there makes a world of difference. And I do like Yellow Belly in there too. Unfortunately, I didn't have any females to throw in here that had Yellow Belly. That might go into my plans for next season. Hopefully one of these is a male that I decided to hold back and grow up. Puma's third clutch is just hatched, and they should be shedding the next week or so. So I should have the idea on that. And there's some really crazy looking snakes in that clutch. So I'm probably going to be keeping one of those too. But I'm hoping one of those is a male, one of the crazy looking ones, so we can breed that back and hopefully get a female. Probably have to buy one that has some of these genes plus Yellow Belly. Fire looks pretty cool in this, maybe even pastel, just to kind of take this whole big cat line a little further. So the last one, the 5th one, which is the kind of the 4 gene animal here, is a Little Puma. Now this snake looks identical to what Big Puma looked like when he was a baby, and even looks exactly like him now, which is really cool. And they even kind of keep the same coloring too. Most ball pythons, they lose a lot of the brightness in their colors as they get older. Some of the colors even fade completely out. This 4 gene combo, which is Enchi, Leopard Pinstripe, and Orange Dream, keeps the coloration. So it's a beautiful snake. It has a really cool, the head stamp's almost completely gone. There's 4 spots on the outside, 1 in the middle, and 1 at the back of the head. Really reduced head stamp. And what I'm going to do after I get the rest of these babies in there is actually pull out Daddy so you can see him and compare him to baby Puma. So this is Daddy here, and this is baby. If you see, if I can get their heads next to each other, they have almost the exact same head stamps. They even have the 2 dots on the outside. His kind of faded away as he got a little older, and you can see that he's not as kind of goldy as the baby is, but he's still really yellowed down his back here. But their patterns are almost identical, where he has the pinstripes up top and then it fades in the dots, and that's how the baby is too. But it is a really cool 4-gene combo, and somebody's gonna be really happy purchasing this baby here in a couple weeks. It's a beautiful snake. It keeps the color really well as it ages. It's just a really cool showpiece. Actually, let me get these babies back, and then I will get Puma here and hold him. So this is his second clutch. The third clutch is already hatched, and they are in the rack, and I'm waiting for them to shed so we do that ID. And that clutch is actually his second clutch where he bred to a Super Enchi OD female. So I have, I think, 10 babies between those 2 clutches where I can compare and contrast all the different gene combos that I had. I think when I put it in the calculator and Morph Market, there were 27 different possibilities between those 2 parents. And I don't think I hit any of the same snakes between any of those 10, which is kind of weird, but I guess it's not, considering there were 27 different possibilities. But there's some awesome snakes in that clutch too. And he has, I think, 15 babies so far, and I still have another clutch in the oven that was to a Super Enchi Ghost female. So we're gonna have some little Pumas that are het hypo come in at the end of the month. So this guy did some amazing work this season. I'm really happy with it, and he's still eating like a champ too. I don't even think he went off food this year. So that is his legacy is going to continue on pretty strong this year, and probably for the future of Blind Strike Exotics. So that's it for today's video. Thank you for stopping by. We'll see you next time.